Oh yeah, sexy biscuits. Nice.
Long was 1975. A YouTuber's on the rise. Reviewing games late at night and sometimes friends. But Long was 1975.
Hey YouTube, Longboys Post 1975 and welcome to another Fat Friday video. Series of videos where I take a look at some new interesting things you can find to eat in the high street. What do I have to eat this week? Well, I've been to Morrisons. I'm going to Morrisons every Friday. Morrisons, M&S, The Range, Iceland and B&M. And yeah, so Morrisons, They do what everyone else does. They get like a range of summer products, you know, for barbecues and stuff like that. Giveaways. It's got, oh, they smell pokey. It's got BBQ on the bag, and then they go away. They're seasonal, basically. Mouth's gone, dying. I'm absolutely dying. I wonder if I could ever reverse, you know, the psychosomatic behaviour that I have created doing this series of videos by holding up frozen food and then literally salivating to death. Anyway, so it's seasonal food and they have peri peri chicken wings, cooked and frozen, and they are a free chili rating. As you know, I generally don't get out of bed for anything less than a free chili rating. And the traffic lights, they're alright, you know. They're not going to save your life, but they're alright. But I haven't had one of their wings in years. I've had their ghost chili wings. They were alright. They were really rather nice, in fact. And I've had their what was the other one? Scorpion wings. They were absolutely fantastic. But if you read the ingredients on the back, for something that said scorpion chili wings, they didn't actually have any scorpion chili. Or they certainly didn't list it on the back of the bag, which I would have thought would be illegal. But yeah, I remember that at the time. It's in this series of videos. Like, how can you call yourself scorpion wings and you don't have scorpion chili in them? Anyhow, I haven't had a wing from them since. They've got regular wings that aren't hot, you know, and they've got barbecue flavoured wings, but I don't be eating that shit because what's the point? I want hot wings. And I was in there the other day and I saw that they've got these peri peri chicken wings. They're new and they are free chili, and I want to say, because I don't have a receipt, that they're a pinch under £3. Maybe 2.70 or something. Certainly no more than £3, unless I'm completely and utterly confused. What is the weight on these bad boys? But they're 750 grams, so that's actually pretty good. Now, as you know, I absolutely love and adore chicken wings, so if it's a chicken wing that's hot, that I've not had before, then hell yes. Might help if I warmed up my air fryer. Yeah, hell yes, I am going to try it. I'm still dying here. Anyhow, before we get to Crisp Corner, I'm going to show you what I bought. Well, I didn't buy it. Someone bought it for me and sent it to me off Amazon, and that would be these bad boys, which is Cheetos mac and cheese flaming hot. So basically, it's you know, they craft dinner. If you're not English, because we don't get craft dinner over here, but yeah, it's basically craft dinner by Cheetos, which is obviously an American crisp company. You do get two bags of two flavors of Cheetos crisps in this country that are officially made by Walkers, flaming hot and cheese. Spoilers, those ones aren't flaming hot. I've had one of my American buddies sent me a box of, because that's the colour of the crisps. They sent me a box of Cheetos flaming hot crisps a couple of Christmases ago, and they were hot. Seriously, they were hot. They were probably as hot as those Carolina Reaper crisps I had a couple of weeks ago. Took me a couple of months to polish them off, but yeah. So basically, you get a sachet of that to flavour and obviously the cheese, and yeah, boil them. Well, this is what I thought. I thought it was easy. Just boil water, pour it into the pasta, add in the sachet, and then stir it, shit like that, and bosh, you got some mac cheese. But no, look. So I'll probably do it at some point, but 2 tablespoons of butter or margarine, 4 cups of water, half a cup of milk, and then all this shit. I swear to God, you could probably make proper macaroni cheese from scratch quicker than you could cook this shit up. Obviously, spoilers, I'm lying, but I couldn't be bothered. I just looked at it for, screw that, that's a lot of work. I can't be dealing with those apples, so I could have the wings instead because it feels like a chicken wing day. Anyway, a couple of interesting things in Crisp Corner. This is a new thing that Walkers have started doing. Excuse me, itchy forehead. And that's that they're taking flavours of their crisps when they're not traditional crisps, you know, like just cut potato, such as, well, Monster Munch, you know, which is maize moulded snacks, so they look like monster paws, and Doritos, and this is the other one, because I didn't buy it because it's just cheese. What's it? And then putting that flavour on their regular crisps. Limited edition, you could argue it's a bit of a gimmick, but then aren't most things like this? And it's not big ass bags. These will be my crisps that I take to work next week, dying. So I can last from 9:15 to 3:15 in the morning, 9:30 to 3:15 in the morning to have lunch. But I'm just going to have to eat them in individual bags. I know, first world problems, I can live with that. So yeah, you get chili heatwave flavoured crisps, but obviously they're like Doritos without the Doritos, which I'm fine with because I do like Doritos, but sometimes they're a bit heavy. But these ones I find interesting. And limited edition Monster Munch pickled onion flavour crisp. So pickled onion Monster Munch flavour on regular crisps, which begs the question, but you already have in your range of crisps, have pickled onion crisps. So are they not the, you know, do they not use the flavour that you use on Monster? Are they different? Genuinely quite interested to find that out. So I'm not going to look. Quite interested to see what that's like on a regular crisp. Anyway, they were, I want to say, £1.70 for, oh that's right, it's 5 bags, it's not 6 bags anymore, it's 5 bags, because it's that fucking false economy shit, which is, we haven't put our price up in years, because we care about you. No, you haven't, because you took away a bag of crisps. It's like Toblerone, the gaps between the chunks. Did you know this? Toblerone is the same length that it's always been, but it's less chocolate because there's less of the triangles on it, and they've extended the gaps between them. So basically, for all intents and purposes, it looks like you got the same size Toblerone you had from 20 years ago. Don't do this shit. Just fucking charge me more. I'm an adult. I can deal with it. And give me the same size fucking product. It's like Curly Whirlies. Jesus. When I was a Curly Whirly, like, they were like the size of the rulers you had to take to school. You know, you could stab some fucker with those bad boys. You see them now? They're like that. Don't get me started on Wham bars and Mars bars. It's lucky I don't have a sweet tooth, isn't it? Anyhow, I know I keep saying that I'm going to knock purchasing for Eddie's Bar on its head, but I couldn't help myself. I saw this in M&S and I thought, shit, I've got to get all over that because M&S has got form. Welcome to Eddie's Bar. Yeah, so new addition for Eddie's Bar. Marks and Spencer's, £2 and change. Spicy sriracha ketchup, 3 chili rating. I didn't know they did this. I'm very much enjoying spicy ketchup at the moment. Not so much you, because you are alright. I'm not going to lie, you are alright, but you're not hot enough. But the reason I bought this, and you might remember a few weeks ago, I did say that I'm not a massive fan of sriracha because I find it a bit sweet. However, it's a 3 chili rating, and I'm not going to lie, Marks and Spencer's has form. Their sauces are absolutely fantastic. I forgot to buy another one of these, which is my own massive fail, because this is absolutely fantastic. So yeah, based on that bad boy, and the Naga one I showed you last week, which I've now finished the entire bottle of, that should be tasty and delicious. Anyway, let's have a look at the weather. Right, as you can see, it's bright and sunny out there, but it's only about 19 degrees. It's the coolest day it's been in absolutely ages, and there's a nice breeze going, as you can see on said plant there. But it's going to get hot, and supposedly once we hit July, we're going to get 35 degrees, which I just, again, everyone being so happy about this, you know, in their air-conditioned studios on TV, going on about how it's the fucking greatest thing ever. It really, really, really pisses me off. But then, that's the problem with me being a day sleeper. Interesting things that happened this week. Well, I find this interesting, and it's basically for movie companies to not underestimate the intelligence of their audience, because The Flash has been out for a solid week and it's absolutely tanking. I'm not going to go into spoilers, but I am going to tell you I have seen it and it's basically alright. It's alright. The Michael Keaton bit is the best bit in the movie, but sorry, everything's coming up Millhouse. Pretty much. He's in it for about 20, maybe 25 minutes. Your best bet is just to wait for that bit, those bits to be edited together and come out on YouTube, and then you can avoid going to see it all together, because the special effects are absolutely appalling. Anyway, it took, what was it, 9 million on its Thursday night preview, which is less than Black Adam, which absolutely tanked. Then I believe its opening weekend was, dependent upon where you look at the, the figures, was either 40 or 55 million. But it is absolutely tanking. And obviously, this has been knocking around and developed since 2014. And DC need a hit on their hands. I'm wondering maybe people didn't go and see it because they knew that everything gets rebooted after this. So there's no fucking relevance or point to it even existing, apart from the 25 minutes of Batman, which are quite good. But I got an idea, DC, because you're scratching your head. You generally don't know why it's tanked. Maybe it's Ezra Miller. Maybe the Mad Goose Wizard, or as I like to call him, the Mad Grooming Wizard. People are fucking sick and tired of his behaviour, because he can assault people, he can have cults, he can arm rob people, throw chairs at women, and yet for some reason shit doesn't stick to him. And then you got, like, basically, you may have thrown more chances at him, the upper tier at Warner Bros. And the fucking American judicial system may be throwing more chances at him. But you know who's absolutely fucking fed up and sick and tired of his fucking behaviour? The public. Do you know what? So I'm warranting that that's probably why your movie is absolutely fucking tanking, because people are sick and tired of this person and how he gets away with fucking murder and shit doesn't stick to him, and yet you all give him chances. Turns out they didn't give your movie a chance, though, did they? And that, also with the fact that, like, Disney's getting an absolute hammering at the moment. What's their second, the Pixar movie, Elemental? That's the second poorest opening Pixar movie ever, and it's online to be the second worst performing Pixar movie ever. Who says there's no shame in second place? And so the fact, because, it's gone woke. So while Batman isn't, the point is, between you, like, just constantly supporting that nut job, Ezra Miller, and Disney just doubling down all the time on their shit, it would appear that the public is fucking waking up to this bollocks. Anyhow, back to the matter at hand. Let's see what's in these bad boys and how we cook them. Although, to be fair, how we cook them is irrelevant, because, as I've decided, everything just goes in the air fryer at 200 degrees Celsius, but we cannot for the Fahrenheit, at 10 minutes. 10 minutes aside. It's never actually seemed to have failed me yet. Right, where are your ingredients? Chicken wing, 94%, off to a blinding start. Caster sugar. Caster sugar is the second ingredient. Spices. It's not specific about what spices, it just says spices for its third ingredient. So maybe that's what they did when they were talking about the scorpion chili. Maybe they just tell you it's spices and don't go into specifics. Maybe they're trying to hide something. Right, corn flour, dextrose, red bell pepper, salt, garlic powder, crushed chili flakes, paprika extract, citric acid, and lemon oil. Right, so spices, not a specific spice, is the third ingredient, but paprika and chili flakes are right down at the bottom. Anyway, what does it say for its actual cooking instructions? Oven from frozen, 40 to 45 minutes, 200 degrees Celsius or 108 degrees Celsius for weekend for the Fahrenheit, for fan. I might, they feel pretty hefty, therefore do, I don't know, 12 and a half, 30 minutes aside. I mean, worst comes to the worst, I'm just going to have to stick it back in, aren't I? Awkward, especially if you haven't bought a dinner first. Right, let's see what these bad boys smell like. They smell through the bag, absolutely. Oh, they smell resplendent, but there's a considering what's the last ingredient, lemon and citric acid, they smell very, very, very lemony. Look at them. Very lemony. No idea what happened to my voice then, but look at the colour. That bodes quite well. Right, not going to be able to fit many in here, am I? But bollocks to it. Come on, at least let me get 5 in. Get 5 in. Very lemony. It smells like fucking very liquid. Right. Excuse me. 5. Right, so we're going to bang them in. I'm going to get this shit off my hands. Right, so what time is it? It's 5 minutes to 1, so perfect lunch time material, shall we say. So, you're going to go in for, doing it on my phone this time, right, so 200 degrees, and then stopwatch, bosh. Right, 12.5 minutes aside. I don't know. Fuck it. 12.5 minutes aside. We'll see what it looks like when we come at the half-time period. I don't know why I said it like that. And then we'll work it out then, because I don't know. I know the air fryer does everything quicker, but they're quite chunky, quite big, and the fact that it's at 45 minutes on the back does concern me a little bit. Don't want to give myself a jelly botty or a case of the brown rain, if you know what I mean. Anyway, so see you in pinch after 10 past 1. Right, so coming up to 13 minutes, so I may as well do it to the full 13 minutes, and we'll have a look at what it looks like in there. But how does it smell in here? There's no smell of heat. I'm still salivating like a bastard. There's no smell of heat, but there is an overwhelming smell of lemon. Considering it was the last ingredient on the bag, well, lemon and citric juices, sorry, not acid. Yeah, it smells very, very lemony in here. That does concern me a little bit. I know that most peri peri chicken wings have lemon in it. Might help if I stop this, wouldn't it? Yeah, have lemon in it, but I don't want it to be. Well, we don't know yet. Maybe it won't be that overpowering, but it certainly is when it comes to how strong it smells. Anyway, I'm probably wearing myself over nothing. Let's have a look and see what these bad boys look like and whether or not we have to adjust our cooking time. Right. I think I'll be alright. Oh, yeah. Ow. I'm still fucking stupid when it comes to turning these things over though, aren't I? Yeah. I mean, to be fair, all the other wings I've cooked that that, my friends, is the sound of stupidity. All the other wings that I've cooked in this air fryer, they've not really taken that long to do either, so... Ow. Right, so I'm going to do them for another 13 minutes, and I think we'll be Jim Dandy. Sorry, sweetie shoes. Might help if I had dry hands in order to do this. And obviously I'll be doing it on my phone because that thing is just not accurate. But that's what I guess what you get when you buy an air fryer that only costs 25 quid. Right, so quarter past, 15 seconds past 26. And that means absolutely nothing to you. I am aware of that. So anyway, round about sure, and we should be good to go. Also, it might help if I prepare my napkins. Well, that's shit out of luck then, isn't it? Alrighty, so here we are, 26 minutes. You go off. Also, it turns out we've actually got proper napkins in this house. Why did no one ever tell me this? And here I am making my own napkins every week like a chump. Anyway, I'm going to bring you over so we can see what these look like. I have to say, I'm still dying here, that the smell of lemons dissipated a bit. It's not as prevalent and pokey as it was, which is good. It's not that I dislike lemon, but when you could smell it that strong, I certainly didn't want it to be you know, oh, look at that. Certainly didn't want it to be like, you know, the main sort of outstanding factor of the wings. Right, so let's plate this bad boy out. So you're probably going to say you've overdone them. I disagree. This is exactly how I like my wings. Look at that. Look at that. Yep, definitely no predominant smell of lemon anymore. I think I'm realistically going to have to get... I'm going to have to wash this now because my OCD won't let me not. But yeah, I'm going to have to get the rest of the bag and polish them off. Obviously, we will need a fire extinguisher of choice. And also, I've just realised that Robert hasn't said hello. So, Robert says hello. Hello. What we're going to have? We're going to go with knockoffs. No. Yes. Yes, why not? Knockoff supermarket. Can't call it little anymore because it's culturally inappropriate. Tropical Crush. So yeah, genuinely, it's like sausages. When people say you've burnt your sausages, no, you have to burn your sausages. I personally don't consider these to be burnt, but yeah, and listen to that. Right, so Morrisons 3 chili rated peri peri barbecue chicken wings, 2 tiers in a bucket. Fuck it. Oh my god, that's so crispy. Lush. Right. Ooh. Back of my throat's gone. Big gristle. I haven't had a gristly or fatty chicken wing in ages. To be fair, they're not fatty. There is a little bit of gristle. But they're chicken wings. It's not the premium part of the chicken. Right, the outside, probably because of how I cooked it, it's fantastic. It's warming up, end of my lips are gone, back of my throat's getting a little burny. Oh, definitely. Bones. Not a fan of bones unless it's on Star Trek. See what I did there? These are hotter than those fillets I had last week, which said they were 3 chili rated. These are definitely hotter than that. I can taste lemon, but it's quite subtle. I don't know if the fact that I've cooked them, you know, how I've cooked them's got, you know, done something about that. The skin is amazing, but that's definitely down to how I've cooked it. I would recommend that. Hit my chest now. Quite gristly though. I can see it on that. And loads of bones. Right. The chicken itself, when you remove the gristle and the bones, of which there seems to be a lot, is fantastic. It's not fatty, it's not stringy. It's quite moist. The actual seasoning on the outside is quite warm. Belated palate cleanse. But I'm going to go out on a limb here and say I've had better. How is it possible for me to constantly bite into bone? Hit lemon then. It's definitely a builder, definitely. A little bit of a sniffle going on there. Yeah, the skin's amazing. I would cook them like that again. The thing that lets them down is, I don't know if it's because it's super cheap chicken, but there is quite a lot of gristle and bone. I mean, I know it's a chicken wing, but you know what I mean. I'm constantly biting into it, and there's little bits of bone, you know, that aren't coming off the main bones, if that sounds, well, that make any sense. Would I have them again? Do you know what? No. They're very nice. They're quite warm. Sniffle. They're hotter than the Aldi frozen chicken wings I had a month or so ago. They're hotter than the Lidl equivalent of the Aldi frozen chicken wings I had a couple of weeks ago. They're hotter than those fillets I had last week. I'd say they're about on par with Iceland's regular, not the Carolina Reaper ones, regular hot and spicy chicken wings. My lips are burning now and everything. It's just, there's too much gristle. That's 2 wings I've had, and that's more gristle than I've had in other, you know, excuse me, Windy Pops. A whole bunch of chicken wing, you know, videos combined. A little bit disappointing there. I don't know if that's Morrison doing cheap stuff. You had fun with your other bags I tried, alright, going back a couple of years ago, Morrisons, but yeah, these aren't as good as the Scorpion and these aren't as good as the Ghost ones, but yeah, that's it. Like, I'm a little bit disappointed. They taste fine. It's the quality of the chicken, and by that I mean bone and gristle, that lets it down. Would I recommend them? If you like peri peri chicken wings, definitely got sniffles going on. And they're not the worst wings I've ever had, don't get me wrong. If you like peri peri chicken wings and you're just looking for some more to try that you haven't had before, then yeah, I probably would recommend them. But they aren't the best, and it's because of the quality of chicken. Anyway, as always, I'd love to know what you think, especially if you've tried these and find the chicken, like I've just said, it's just not very good quality. As always though, I'd love to know what you think. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you later.